fiery claim, a powerful warning, and a growing cloud of conflict. Venezuela is invincible. Those are not just words, they are a challenge delivered by Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro at a moment when the United States is preparing what officials are calling a new phase of operations inside the Caribbean. Washington has made an explosive move, planning bigger offensive, designating a Venezuelan-linked network as a foreign terrorist organization. Maduro is responding with defiance, and now this war of words could slip into something much more dangerous any moment now. Is Venezuela really preparing for a war, or is this political theater at its peak? Today, we break down the tension that is building across the Caribbean basin. During a televised broadcast watched by millions, Nicolas Maduro stood before an applauding audience and declared, he said, whatever they do, wherever they do it, they will not be able to defeat Venezuela. We are invincible. A dramatic statement, yes, but it came on a day of equally dramatic action from Washington. The US Treasury Department has designated the Cartel de los Soles, also known as Cartel of the Suns, as a foreign terrorist organization. The accusation that this cartel is responsible for funneling illegal drugs into the United States, and the bigger allegation that the cartel is led by none other than President Nicolas Maduro himself. Maduro calls this a lie, a conspiracy, and a US provocation. But Washington says it is preparing for what it calls a decisive next step. According to 4 senior US officials who spoke to Reuters, the United States is gearing up to launch a new phase of Venezuela-related operations within next few days. So what does this mean? It means a large-scale US military deployment in the Caribbean, more warships, more surveillance aircraft, and tactical assets repositioned near Venezuela water. This is not a routine patrol. This is a show of force. US officials say the move is aimed at stopping drug trafficking, but critics argue it could serve as a military pretext, especially after the terrorism designation. A terrorist attack can do a lot under US law. It can justify direct military intervention, and that is exactly why Maduro is calling this a declaration of hostility. For Nicolas Maduro, this is not just a foreign pressure, it is a threat to his political survival. For Maduro, portraying the US as an aggressor helps strengthen nationalistic sentiment inside the country. But there is a strategic layer too. If Washington labels your government as a terrorist, your scope for diplomacy shrinks and your need for internal unity grows. Maduro's message is not just to the United States, it is to his military, his supporters, and to the world. Are US and Venezuela heading toward a war? Experts say not immediately, but the risk is real. The US has the world's most powerful military. Venezuela, on the other hand, has the limited capability but strong regional alliances. The danger is not a full-scale war. It is one miscalculation, one provocation, or an incident at sea spiraling out of control. Venezuela is defiant, the US is determined, and the region is on the edge.